In today's show, billionaire venture capitalist Tim Draper says Bitcoin is a superior currency that frees people. We're going to be discussing this and so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every day. Be sure to smash that subscribe button and click the bell icon to receive notifications of the latest crypto news. And before we dive right into today's episode, to celebrate the launch of our podcast, our sponsor, CMDX, the fastest growing health rewards cryptocurrency in the world, is giving away $25 worth of CMDX tokens absolutely free just for helping support the show. For full details, click the link right below this video in the description and claim your free crypto. Welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and today we're going to be discussing Tim Draper and why he believes that Bitcoin is superior to all the other currencies because it actually frees the people. This is a subject that resonates very deeply with me, so I'm very excited to be sharing this with you today. Bitcoin is a superior currency that frees people, commented venture capitalist Tim Draper in an interview with the Bitcoin of Crypto Street. BTC frees people and is a cheaper and frictionless way to send funds globally, and you can't argue with that. I love the fact that it's peer-to-peer, it's permissionless, it's borderless, and if I want to send someone some Bitcoin, I can just do it. If someone wants to send me Bitcoin, I give them my address, they send it, done deal. I hate asking permission from banks or third parties or regulators, so I agree 100% with what Tim Draper has to say. Bitcoin is not tied to government or geography. Draper previewed various forms of currencies in the history of the world, ranging from shells to gold. In the 21st century, currencies are based on faith in the government, he said, but Bitcoin appeared as a currency that was not backed by any government and held the possibility for global payments. All of a sudden, we have a currency that is not tied to a government and not tied to a geographic territory, Draper said. BTC also serves as a store of value. That's why we call it digital gold, right? While being cheaper in comparison to bank or credit card transactions, added Draper, that frees us because governments have always used that currency to control us, he added. The Bitcoin network still carries up to 800,000 transactions per day, including the transfers of change. This is much lower in comparison to Visa or MasterCard networks, despite the claims of Draper that Bitcoin may be faster, but the Bitcoin infrastructure has also allowed the sending of stupendous sums with very low fees and no geographic limitations. And that's a pretty big deal. If you wanted to send $1 million or even $1 billion, the transaction fees are minuscule. And unfortunately, it's not the same way with fiat currency. Bitcoin faces partial censorship and attempts at regulation. Bitcoin is not entirely free for everyone in reality. The governments are trying to censor its usage with bans in several countries. However, the network of nodes is capable of resisting censorship, with new nodes possibly showing up where others disappear. That's the genius behind Bitcoin. You can't stop it. No government can shut it down. You could ban it. Let me know how that works. You know what I mean? The usage of Bitcoin is only limited when using exchanges and moving to and from fiat. But regulators may also ask for information on ownership, such as the latest IRS guidelines suggest. Bitcoin is also not completely anonymous. Remember, it's pseudo-anonymous, with the possibility of flagging addresses and tracking funds. For Draper, however, this transparency may be a preferable feature with the perfect record on where the funds went. Draper was also convinced that because the new technology is in place, governments will have to adopt to the adoption of BTC. What's encouraging is that Bitcoin has survived for more than a decade and keeps going despite hawkish comments and heightened exchange regulations. What do you think about Tim Draper's views on Bitcoin? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section right below this video. Me personally, I'm in agreement with what Tim Draper has to share. I love the fact that Bitcoin is borderless. It's permissionless, and we can send and receive it via peer-to-peer without the government's approval. It doesn't matter how many regulators or on-ramps there happen to be. Nobody can stop it. It is completely decentralized. And for that fact, I will continue using and supporting Bitcoin for the long haul. That's my thoughts, and I'm sticking to it. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in with me as we journey through this crypto wormhole together. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click the bell icon to receive notifications of the latest crypto news. And before I go, a special shout out to our sponsor, CMDX, the fastest growing health rewards cryptocurrency in the world. To celebrate the launch of our podcast, they're giving away $25 worth of CMDX tokens absolutely free, just for helping support the show. For full details, click the link right below this video in the description, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.